What's up? Another week has passed. It's time for a vlog. I have an interesting conversation to share with you and my thoughts and reflections on it. But first, I'm representing Black Panther from my February loot crate in honor of Infinity War, which came out 2 days ago on Thursday night. Technically, official release date was Friday, but there were premieres. I saw it and look forward to my thoughts probably coming next week because I'm still reflecting and processing it a little bit. But earlier this week, I believe it was Tuesday night, came home and was just winding down, getting ready for bed, spending time with Jesus, and then my roommate Mason comes in and I'm adjusting this light a little bit because I feel like it's really bright on my face. And was talking, and Mason came in and he sat down and we talked for a little while, talked about the future, the things that we want to do with our lives, the things that we're looking forward to doing, in the present, the things that we're doing at the moment, the things that we're doing in pursuit of those future things. And he shared for a little while and I listened and gave some feedback, and then we switched and I talked and he gave some feedback and listened. And what I talked about was that, for example, in 2017, felt like kind of a wasted year because at the end of the year, I was still working at the hospital, which I still am, still living in this house, which I still am, still hadn't published my novel, still was, single, not any closer to getting married and having kids, and all these other things that I want to do, they just weren't happening. They might have been on the horizon. I might have been able to see them down the road, but they weren't any. They didn't seem any closer. And I was talking about that and telling him how I struggle with that because there's so many people my age and younger who are getting married, who are having kids, who are buying houses, who are starting their careers in their field of study. And it feels like in some ways I'm being left behind, or, well, I'll get to that in a second. I'm being left behind by the people who are my age and younger. And I was telling him that, and he says, well, he basically says, you are living life very deliberately, in a way that you aren't thinking about. You are living your life in pursuit of a dream. You are pursuing a dream of ministry, of teaching kids about Jesus, making sure that they know that they are loved unconditionally by their Heavenly Father. You are pursuing this dream because of your calling into ministry, and because of that dream, you are opting out of other things. Like you work at the hospital, you view that as ministry, and in your free time, you're pursuing ministry, but you're not putting anything else at the front of your life. Your primary goal is ministry, and in pursuit of that, Mason was telling me that I'm giving up to some degree my pursuit of marriage and children and a house and a better career, and even my novel and the other things that I want to do, like writing a comic, because I have a drawing pad for that. Playing more video games, streaming more video games on Twitch, and producing more content for YouTube, having a bit better of a social life, traveling, reading even. There's so many things that I want to do, but I'm holding myself back in pursuit of something else, of the number one goal, dream, priority in my life. And I hadn't thought about that. And so he was telling me that, and I was like, you're right. Thanks, Mason. Way to be right and tell me the things that I should know. But then it got me thinking, like, that is important. My number one priority, for me specifically, being ministry, that is important. That is good. But I have all these other things that I want to do. I want to publish my novel this summer. I want to read more, both my Bible, which I do a decent amount of, but more of these books behind me, which I talk about like every couple weeks. I want to play more video games. I have a ton of video games that I haven't even touched. I've downloaded them on the PS4 and just haven't touched them. I want to learn to draw so I can write a comic. I want to learn Spanish. I want to learn Japanese. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to buy a house. I want to start a career in like ministry or teaching or something. I have all these things that I want to do, and I'm holding myself back from them because I'm so focused on getting through my work and then getting focused on the ministry. And so I say that to say this. In 2 weeks, Bible clubs will be done for the school year. And they'll have all summer where not all I'm doing, where I'll be working at the hospital or somewhere else. I have a couple potential jobs on the horizon. But I'll be working with less ministry on my schedule. And so my plan, and y'all can hold me to this, my plan is to rethink the way that I live my life and the way that I manage my time and the way that I pursue my dreams, my goals, so that I can pursue more than just one. Like, yes, it's good to work, it's good to pursue ministry, but I have all these other things that I want to do, and I keep thinking about them, and I'm like, oh, I want to do these, but I don't have time. False. I don't make time for them, and that's the problem. So this summer, I'm going to work on figuring out how to balance those, figuring out how many I can pursue at the same time, being open to giving up some things for the time being, bumping back video games to or something to 2019 to 2020 even, or something. But that's been my week this last several days. I'm pursuing a dream, but it's not the only dream that I want to pursue. And so I have to figure out how to balance that. What about you guys? What are some things that you want to do with your lives, and how are you going after them? Let me know in the comments below, or in a direct message, or something, because I want to know what you guys are doing. I want to be able to encourage you as you pursue even the most random of goals. I'll see you guys next time.